Hey everyone, it's Isadora the Hedge Witch, and I am back again to talk to you about psychic shielding this time. Now, psychic shielding is what I think is one of the most important parts of doing any of this kind of practice, because it actually creates a barrier between yourself and everything else out there. This is also really important for protection against any entities, other people that may be trying to attack you. Otherwise, it is also really great for people like empaths to help them stop taking on a lot of negativity, and as well as even leaching out their own negativity onto other people. So it kind of works to both keep people out and keep you in. So there's various ways of doing this. I certainly don't say that I know the one best way. However, I will give you guys an idea of what I do personally and what I sort of tend to teach other people to do when they need to do psychic shielding. So the first time you do this, it does tend to take a bit of a while to get used to. Raising a lot of energy and working with things like that isn't the easiest thing to do, especially if you're not used to it. So maybe make sure that you've got plenty of time actually set aside to be able to do this the first time, and then to work with it a little bit. So find somewhere really comfortable to sit, preferably sitting down. You can also be lying down if that helps. Basically somewhere where you can be for a period of time without actually ending up sore or worrying about certain things. So what you then want to do is close your eyes, preferably. Start trying to feel within yourself and sort of feel towards your core and whatever energy it is that you feel that you have at your core. I tend to think of it like in the center of my chest. However, other people think of it in all different places. So whatever it is that burrows down to what is the core of you, that's where you want to be envisioning this kind of stuff. So what you then want to be doing is to try and actually pull that energy out and pull it out and around you. I tend to do a bit of a cylinder or a sphere around myself. Other people do it so it perfectly matches their body. Some people work in squares. Whatever you do, that's perfectly fine for you. So what you want to be doing is actually putting that energy out and around, envisioning it going around your entire body, and really envision it being impenetrable. What you then want to do is start working with just pumping out more energy into it. This may take quite a while. Don't be afraid to just sit there and do it for quite some time. There's nothing wrong with that. And then you then want to work with holding it up and holding that energy in place, as well as putting new energy into it, patching up any holes, anything like that. What happens then is that is then your shield set in place. Then you need to actually do maintenance on it as well, because as you go about your daily business, things start happening. You can even forget a little bit, and you don't hold it up as much. So then when you regularly have a bit of time on your hands, go envision that energy once again coming out and around you, and really holding up in place around yourself. What you want to do then as well after that is actually practice on, especially if you're doing healing work or energetic work of any kind, is actually pulling it down and popping it back up again, or thinning it so you can work through it. Because if you do have a complete shield, then you can't necessarily work through it energetically at times. So you want to work on being able to sort of manipulate it, move things around, do different things with it. When you do ritual work, especially if you sit down to do ritual work, spell work, anything like that, I thoroughly recommend actually making sure that everything is restrained as well. Make sure that shield is up and that everything is going well before you do your ritual, because the second you really open up in any kind of way, that also opens you up as a bit of a beacon. So you want to make sure that you're protected while you're doing whatever it is you're actually doing. And that's just a case of, once again, bringing that energy up and around, really focusing on it. Focus on the idea in your own mind as well, that you are protected and that you're fully covered against anything that's trying to get through, because that really reaffirms that within your own mind and within the way that you're going about the process. So that's kind of a very, very quick introduction to psychic shielding. it's one of those things that I really recommend you actually take the time to practice, see what works best for you, because as I said, there's not really any one big way of doing this. It does have a bit of flexibility within it. So thanks for listening, and soon I will be back and I am going to do a bit of a talk about animal magic, and I'm going to be also talking about Mars water, which is another really awesome witchcraft staple. So thank you very much for listening. If you are interested in anything, you want to get in contact, go to my website, www.3marigna.com. Subscribe if you're that interested, that'll be cool. And other than that, I will be with you all again very soon. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.